Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. I just got my second vaccine at this wonderful vaccine location, and I'll give you my thoughts. First of all, I just want to say thanks to all the healthcare workers. The military was also here, they're still here conducting things. It's a Saturday. I don't know what these guys' schedules are, if they're on their off time. I'm sure I hope they're getting compensated. And the people that are working here, I hope they're getting compensated too. I don't know if they're volunteers. I don't know how it is with that. But the important thing was they're doing their jobs, paid or volunteer, to get everyone safe. And look, I want to step into this a little bit. I know that these are trying times, and that some folks out there love conspiracy theories. They love to question everything, and I'm like that too. I'll be the first one to question, is Paul dead? Who shot JFK? All that wonderful stuff. But in this period of time, I do not want to think too hard or give myself a headache or a hernia of the mind trying to figure out this COVID thing. I figured if all these important people are taking these vaccines, I'll take the fucking vaccine. I took the fucking vaccine. Shot number 1 is in the books. Shot number 2, I'm scheduled for. And also, it would be fun enough to just run out and frolic and have fun now that I've gotten shot number 1. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remain vigilant with the masking, with the social distancing. I know I have women sending me emails, slipping into my DMs all the time, but I'm going to hold them at bay for a while until the second shot occurs, and then look out. So we just have to realize, whatever your minds are at with this thing, I think that the move is to get the vaccines. So if anyone out there in Mike Messier YouTube watching land is a middle earther or on the fence of this thing, I would humbly suggest just do one for me. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your buddy Mike Messier. Get the vaccine and everything is fine. I feel good. As they did have a lot of signs in there, no videos please, no photos, and I respected that. So I'm in the parking lot now, and I think I can do whatever I want. But basically, very nice people were working there. Everything was very smooth sailing. Everything was a well-run machine, a well-oiled machine, no rudeness. I was called today on the phone, not expecting a call, but I had registered with the government, with the state of Florida government website. I had registered properly with the correct information. And this morning I was called. I was at a location. I was socially distant, and I got the phone call, and I went ahead and scheduled for hours later. So not to say it was that simple. I think one thing that people might have slipped your mind, but you can go to any of your, just Google, where to get the vaccine or state vaccine, whatever state you're in. Get into the system. That way, when they're ready to call you, they can call you. Now, look, like I said, I'll step into it. Some of this conspiracy stuff is great. It's wonderful, and it does make you think about things, but I'd rather have the fucking vaccine than not. I guess that's where I'm staking my bet. So I got it, and I feel good about it. I feel like I don't feel any side effects. I don't, as far as all the other things, this was the right move. I'm glad I did it. And now I got, I guess 3 weeks to wait before the second vaccine. So there you fucking have it. Now to reel this back a little bit, I do want to thank, and maybe ask you to thank, if there's any healthcare workers in your lives, either directly or through secondhand. Today I sent a gift to a friend of mine's sister who is a healthcare professional, a doctor, as a birthday gift, as a surprise. She would not be expecting anything. Just to say a thanks to the healthcare professionals who've been fucking busting their ass, working overtime, I'm sure, to a country, to be honest, or a world that maybe is not as grateful as it should be, and with leadership that's not always as prolific in wearing their mask and so on and so forth. So you got to really thank these people who sacrifice so much, these healthcare professionals, the nurses, the doctors, the staffs of these hospitals. And also to these scientists, these Pfizers, these other groups, the Johnson & Johnsons, the other one that begins with an M. Thanks for putting the time in to get these vaccines going. And I'll just leave it at that. You know, as far as everything else, who knows? Now, I do want to, if you've come this far, if you're 6 minutes into this or 5.5, you know, when this whole thing started, meaning COVID, and it was like, put the masks on, social distance, and I was new to an area. I mean, I had just moved here, leaving behind family and friends, many states away. I made it a personal challenge to myself that I have to get through this, both without getting fucking COVID, as I like to call it, and keeping my sanity, and without becoming a recluse or losing my mind due to anti-socialism. So a fine balance. I had to learn to entertain myself, still maintain and keep and make some new friendships, but at a distance. And it's been difficult. And I basically put the gauntlet down to my fucking self. I don't want to get this goddamn thing. Now, I wasn't gonna torture myself or beat myself up if I did get it. And over the course of time, I did have 2 tests for COVID. One because of a situation that everyone had to get a test, and the other was because I wanted to, because I had a bit of a head cold and I was, you know, trying to play safe, not sorry. So the point is, if I go this next 3 weeks and then don't get this fucking COVID, and hopefully I don't get one of these, you know, the Tennessee strand of COVID or the North Dakota strand of COVID. Those are jokes. There's no such thing as that. But if I don't get these obscure new threads of this shit, and I survive and I live through this, I will feel successful. I will have defeated COVID, just like I defeated Brock Lesnar. You can watch that YouTube video on my Mike Messier YouTube fucking thing. So there you have it, folks. I feel good about it. The vaccine process was simple. Everyone was very, I don't want to say kind, but polite at least, friendly enough. And these people are doing a great job. So I give a shout out to the state of Florida, Corona, Duval County Vaccine Center, Regency Square. I will probably celebrate tonight in special Mike Messier ways. And I will just be, like I said, vigilant about being safe for the next 3 weeks. And so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So that's it, Mike Messier. You know, I've put a bunch of videos up on the Mike Messier YouTube channel for the last several weeks, and in fact, several days. There's been an uproaring conversation. People are making comments. People are making statements. People are debating. There's quite a bit of a community going on here on the Mike Messier YouTube channel. So the best thing you can do is subscribe, like, hit the alarm button, and perhaps most importantly is share these videos on your own social media. Now you can copy the link, that would help, and try to get more of your family, your friends, your enemies to like these videos, to watch them, enjoy them. If they don't like the Mike Messier personalized rants, you've always got the Mike's Original Films, you've got Messier Peace Theater, you've got Mike's Celebrity Interviews, Randy Couture, okay, Jonathan Silverman, the famous actor, you've got Messier Mantra, with all my wonderful guests, and Messier Peace Theater. Messier Peace Theater, a 6-part series, recently nominated for Best New Media Short Division from Alternative Film Festival. Thank you very much. You've got all the wonderful things, the interviews, Barry Primus, MICHAEL McGLONE, the GEICO man, and all these wonderful things that I've done. Ox Baker, one of the boys, has been coming on strong. My interview with Ox Baker a year before he passed away. I'm sure Ox is looking down, smiling upon us and these vaccines. All the wonderful things. Mrs. India, New England, 2017, Shalina Kashyap on the Messier Mantra, Nardia Zakarian on the Messier Mantra, actress, model, etc. All the wonderful things. You can see the hospital bed, which is oh so relevant now, a 1-minute movie that never was, 1-minute movie. Some oldies but goodies. Oh boy, this lady just sneezed horribly. The Nature of the Flame. God, this woman's sneezing. The Nature of the Flame, Disregard the Vampire, Mike Messier documentary. Winner of 11 awards now. That hasn't been announced yet. A little sneak preview. This woman just sneezed like near my car. It's like, why'd you have to sneeze? Like, she comes out of the fucking COVID test. She pulls her little mask, or the COVID vaccine. She pulls her mask down. Her car, of course, has to be right next to mine, and she like sneezes. It's like, why'd you sneeze? Did you need to do that? Now I have to wait until the wind blows her goddamn germs everywhere. So there you fucking have it, folks. It's exciting times. It's fast times. It's rock and roll. It's look, more about this experience. I guess I wanted to use the word humbled. I was a bit humbled, to be honest with you, by the experience. I go in there, I try to be a polite guy. I'm not the fast-talking guy you see right now. I try to be quiet, humble, thankful, realizing these people in there are doing a tough job. They'd rather be doing something else on a Saturday afternoon. So I try to be thankful of them and show kindness and appreciation and all that good shit. So get your goddamn fucking vaccine, folks. Don't hold your metaphorical dicks on this. Don't be afraid. I got the fucking vaccine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This sneezer lady is leaving now. I guess I can go to my car. I just wish she didn't sneeze. Why? For the last 2 years or 14 months, whatever, whenever someone has sneezed, I've been upset. Like, don't sneeze in my vicinity. But there you have it. I do, be honest with you, I'm starting to smell some marijuana in this parking lot, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go to my vehicle. MikeMessier.com, Mike Messier YouTube channel, subscribe, watch all the videos, like all the videos, do everything I say. Mike Messier.